Finally, a Gameloft game I actually enjoy playing. Most of the time. And that's not to say I don't like the other Gameloft games I reviewed, it's just that this one is actually pretty fun. Modern Combat Versus is definitely my favorite Gameloft game on Steam and that I'm reviewing. Some of the others can be fun too, like Sniper Fury or Iron Blade, but a big difference with this 50-hour review is most of these hours are just straight up gameplay. The other Gameloft games can have a lot of micromanaging and PvE, but Modern Combat Versus is a multiplayer only game. I mean, there are custom games and stuff, but there's no campaign and no random single player mode. After playing Gameloft games with grindy single players, I'm happy to be playing a multiplayer focused game. Let's break down what I like and what I don't like about Modern Combat Versus. Normally I'd start with the campaign, but MC Versus is the first in the franchise to not have one. I personally don't mind considering Modern Combat 5's campaign. It gives them more time to work on the multiplayer. So, how is it? All things considered, it's pretty good. The base gameplay and ideas in this game are not the most original, but fun enough. I never owned Overwatch, but I've played some hero shooters like Paladins and Team Fortress 2. I compare most hero shooters to Team Fortress 2, and the best way I would describe Modern Combat Versus would be the budget hero shooter. Do you want to play Overwatch but you can't cough up 40 bucks? Modern Combat Versus has you covered. Or maybe your PC can't even run Overwatch that well. MC Versus has you covered. Maybe you want to play hero shooter on the go. Versus got you covered. I swear, I should get paid for every positive review, sounding like a damn spokesman over here. All I'm trying to say is, I can see the value in a game like this, even if it's not as good or polished as Overwatch. It's free and accessible to more people, even mobile users. That being said, yes, this game is kinda pay to win. Man, there had to be a catch, but it's not as bad or pay to win as Modern Combat 5. After putting 50 hours into a few Gameloft games, this one felt the least grindy. Don't get me wrong, some parts are still pretty grindy, but I think they made it less harsh cause it's multiplayer only. Let's get into what makes the multiplayer grindy. First, you have to upgrade your characters and use these tokens. I'd say the tokens are like medium grindy, not too bad if you main a couple of heroes. Next, you have coins, which is for upgrading your gear for each character. This is probably less grindy, but I think the gear is unnecessary and adds unneeded RNG into the stats of the game. And the last currency we have are diamonds. Every mobile game needs these. To no surprise, diamonds are the most valuable in what you'd pay for. I didn't spend a penny and got a decent amount of diamonds. I wish I spent them on this event thing as soon as I could. If you plan on playing the game for a while, save up for this for sure. I mostly spend my diamonds on chests that you can earn in-game with credits, but getting credits isn't that grindy at all. It's more of a daily thing that you could get with quests. The chests that you could get from them, you could get something amazing like an agent, but you'll usually get something like a low amount of tokens or something. But I think that covers most of the pay-to-win aspects of this game. Let's talk about some actual gameplay and the heroes. First off, I just like the idea of a good hero shooter. I think Team Fortress is a classic, and I shamefully admit to enjoying Black Ops 4. Having different characters and abilities is just fun and keeps things fresh. At its worst, they're broken and not fun characters to play against. I'm talking to you, Ronin and Monarch. I have to hold back my hatred for those two, but unfortunately, almost any character can be kinda broken with some money. This type of thing is not as bad as it could be, like in Modern Combat 5, cause this game is more team focused, but it's always annoying losing to people cause they're just statistically stronger. I wish there was a game mode with no upgrades and no gear, but it's usually not that bad anyway, and it feels good to get some of the later upgrades. But regarding the heroes, I think they're pretty fun with a nice variety. Now, I'm sure you can find every hero in this game from another game first, but this is a Gameloft game. Know what you're getting into. I'm not looking for originality. All I know is I enjoyed a handful of characters. I don't like the process of unlocking them. It's kind of random and you just hope to get certain characters. At 50 hours, I got somewhere about half of the agents and still didn't get this piece of shit. I also upgraded all of my heroes a decently good amount. I went for a jack of all trades kind of thing, but if you only enjoy and upgrade a few agents, it wouldn't take long to fully upgrade them. Oh, there's also this career progress meter that you won't ever complete. To me, this is perfect for replayability because you're always working towards something and you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. I would say there's achievements to keep you motivated, but they glitch out because I swear I didn't play enough to get in Diamond and win 500 matches. But yeah, it could be pretty fun to get in the loop of things, unlocking new agents, learning them, upgrading them, learning the maps and playing the game modes. You know, it could all be pretty fun, but it's a shame that some games could just come down to, you know, who paid more. But that's what I mostly wanted to talk about and give you some hindsight on this game now that we have some perspective. But I think that's about everything I wanted to say about Modern Combat Versus. It's a pretty decent budget hero shooter. It may not look the prettiest, but it does its job well enough. Is it worth playing? I think it depends your standards in a game. If you're open to shooters that aren't super high quality but can still be fun and are free, you might like this game. But if you want something in a similar quality to Overwatch, or if you're most people, you might not like this game. If you can't deal with some players paying to be better with you, or any of the free-to-play features, it'd be hard to recommend this game. But if you could look past all that and want to just see if you like this game, I'd say give it a try. I don't really want to rate this game because my opinion can differ from game to game. My rating would be a gamble. Like on a good game it'd be a 7 out of 10, then on a bad game it'd be a 3 out of a 10. But I don't know, let's maybe call it like a 6 or 7, you know, including that it's a mobile game. It really just depends the players you're up against. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I try not to make them too long, so my bad if I left anything out. There's still stuff I didn't mention, like Domination being my favorite game mode, but you can't consistently select it, which is annoying. And there's stuff like events and guns to unlock and skins, but I just wanted to give you guys a good idea of this game. Hopefully I told you guys enough to decide if you're gonna play this game or not. This will also be my last Gameloft game review for now. I wanted to end off with what I thought was the most fun. I would say there could be a 100-hour review in the future, but I wouldn't be surprised if I wanted to just stop playing Gameloft games at this point. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out my other 50-hour Gameloft game reviews if you enjoyed this one. I'd really appreciate a like to justify all the hours I spent on these mediocre games. Subscribe if you like the content I've been making, and I hope to see you guys in another video. See ya.